Atlanta, get ready, because something special is happening right now inside Falcons training camp. A rookie just stepped onto the field, and what he's doing already has coaches, players, and fans absolutely fired up. This isn't just hype. This could be the future star that transforms the Falcons' defense. But that's not all. There's a big trade rumor that won't happen, and that might be the best news we've heard in weeks. And one player everyone loves to joke about. It's time to stop laughing and start paying attention. Big things are brewing in Atlanta, and we're breaking it all down right now. The Atlanta Falcons might have just found a rookie gem, a player who's already proving he's built different. His name, Jaylen Walker. And let me tell you, this guy isn't just making plays, he's making people in the building believe. Right now, Falcons rookies aren't being asked to do too much, but Jaylen is already standing out from the crowd. Why? Because every time coaches tell him something, he does it right away, the right way. No second tries, no confusion, just focus and execution. That's rare. That's leadership. Walker came from Georgia, one of the best football programs in the country. That means he's used to pressure, to winning, to being part of something big. Even though he had only 6.5 sacks last season, don't let that number fool you. Georgia defenders often don't rack up crazy stats, but they do the dirty work that helps teams win championships. Look at Trayvon Walker, another Georgia guy. He went #1 overall, and now he's stacking back-to-back 10-sack seasons. These Georgia guys know how to develop, and Jaylen Walker looks like the next one ready to break out. But here's where it gets even more exciting. The Falcons didn't just grab Walker. They also traded back into the first round to pick up Bralen Trice, locking down both edges of the defense, something this team desperately needed. And it's not just about talent, it's about strategy. The new defensive coordinator made it crystal clear. This is a pass-first league now. He said 60% of his job is designing ways to stop the pass. Only 40% is about the run. That means pressure off the edge is everything. And now, with guys like Walker and Trice, the Falcons finally have the tools to do that. They're not just drafting players, they're building a new identity, a faster, tougher, smarter defense. Falcons fans, how confident are you in this new defense? From 1 to 10, rate your excitement in the comments. And tell me, do you believe Jaylen Walker is the next big star for Atlanta? Let's talk about it. Now here's where things get even more exciting. Let's talk about what Falcons head coach Raheem Morris just said about Jaylen Walker, because if you weren't hyped already, this will do it. Coach Morris didn't hold back. He said Walker knows how to practice at a very high level. And yes, coming from a powerhouse like Georgia, you'd expect that. But Morris made it clear. Just because you play at Georgia doesn't mean you automatically bring that elite work ethic to the NFL. Not every player does, but Jaylen does, and that matters. Morris said he wants to get better every single day, and it seems like he actually does. Think about that. A young rookie, not just learning fast, but growing fast. That's rare. He called Walker an instant coach. That means he listens once and boom, he goes out there and gets it done right away. No confusion, no hesitation, just action. And even though Morris praised a lot of the rookies, he made it a point to circle back to Walker. He said the kid is very easy to coach and already doing amazing things on the field. Now here's the part that really gets me fired up. Jaylen Walker was drafted because of his elite athletic ability. He's strong, fast, explosive, a pure menace on defense. But now we're learning something even better. He's coachable too. That combo? Rare and dangerous. It's wild to think this might only be the beginning. He's not even at his peak yet. He's just scratching the surface of what he could become. And if he keeps this up, we might be looking at the rise of a future superstar defensive end. Yes, I said it. A great one in the making. But just when things were looking up, the Falcons dropped a piece of news that caught everyone by surprise. It's about one of the biggest names on the roster, Kyle Pitts. Now, before you panic, let's break it down. NFL insider Adam Schefter reported that Kyle Pitts hasn't been practicing lately. The reason? An unspecified medical issue. That sounds scary, but Schefter says it's likely just a strained muscle in his foot, so nothing too serious, yet still worth watching. Here's where things get interesting. Because of that injury, it now looks less likely that Pitts will be traded. Yes, you heard that right. Teams have been calling Atlanta trying to make a move for Kyle Pitts. But now, the Falcons seem ready to hold on to him, and honestly, that might be the best news of all. Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. Should the team hold on to Kyle Pitts, or are you open to a trade if the right offer comes? And how high are you on Jaylen Walker right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's start the conversation. This defense is getting real, and the future might be brighter than we think. Here's the truth about Kyle Pitts. The Falcons aren't shopping him around, but they're also not hanging up the phone if a team calls. If someone offers a big enough deal, Atlanta could listen. But let's be real, it's probably not happening. Why? Because Pitts is owed over $11 million this season, and most teams won't want to take that on. So unless someone makes a monster offer, Pitts is staying put. Now here's the question every Falcons fan needs to answer. Where are you at with Kyle Pitts? Because I've got a take that not everyone's going to like, but it needs to be said. Yes, people love to make fun of him. He's become a joke in fantasy football circles. Oh, this is Kyle Pitts' year. We've all heard it, but stop. Let's look at the facts. Back in 2021, Kyle Pitts did something historic. He became the first rookie tight end since Mike Ditka. Yes, that Mike Ditka, to hit 1,000 receiving yards. Think about that. It hadn't happened in over 50 years. Only 3 tight ends have ever done it as rookies. Pitts, Ditka, and now Brock Bowers. That's elite company. And who was his quarterback that year? Matt Ryan, a real NFL passer. But what happened after that? In 2022 and 2023, Pitts had to deal with a mess at quarterback. Desmond Ridder, Taylor Heineke, and a rotating cast of confusion. No rhythm, no chemistry, no stability. Let's break it down. 2022. Pitts only played 10 games but still racked up 356 yards. That's with horrible QB play. 2023. He came back from injury and was clearly still not 100%. He looked hobbled, slower. But guess what? He still finished as the second leading receiver on the entire team. 2024. Even in a broken offense, Pitts crossed 600 yards. That's not elite, but it's not terrible either, especially when nobody on the team even hit 1,000 yards. Here's where it gets real. This year, for the first time, Pitts has a chance to play with a competent quarterback, Kirk Cousins, a guy who can actually read a defense, deliver the ball on time, and spread it around. When Cousins had real weapons in Minnesota, he helped 2 receivers go for nearly 1,000 yards early in the season. He made it look easy. So imagine what Pitts could do now, healthy in year 2 of the offensive system with Cousins running the show. Let's be honest, this isn't just a maybe. This could be a breakout year. Defenses have to respect his speed and his vertical threat. They can't just ignore him. And if that happens, we're not going to be talking about trading Kyle Pitts anymore. We'll be talking about how lucky the Falcons were to keep him. So here's what I want to know. Would you trade Kyle Pitts right now, or are you giving him one more year to show what he can really do? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me, what are your expectations for Pitts in 2025? Let's talk about it, Falcons fans. This team might be on the edge of something big.